Heyo, what is up, guys? It is JRob back here again with you guys today for yet again another hole in our JRobGolfClash library. So we've actually had quite a few different questions here on Eagles Peak, hole number 1, par 4 here. So we're going to dive deep on that hole today and get our JRobGolfClash library playlist started. But without further ado, guys, let's jump on over the hole here. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get it started. Alright, guys, what is up? Welcome to the very first hole in our Eagles Peak playlist here at hole number 1, par 4. So we've got essentially every single shot option for you guys here in this video. So we've got 2 options here that we're going to play from the right hand side, and we've also got 2 options that we can go with from the left hand side as far as different shots that we can take and choices that we do have while playing. So off the tee box here, we're going to play this first shot here at max distance plus 20%. Now, this is for a lot of you guys out there that don't really have a crazy amount of topspin. You're still down with like an extra mile 7, and you don't really have that extra topspin with the extra mile 8 or 9. You guys are still going to be able to play the right-hand side with a very good option, in my opinion, with a long iron. But if you are capable of actually launching your ball all the way down on the right-hand side, that's going to be the ideal option there, because it's going to let you go with a really straightforward short iron shot to the pin. That'll be, the best attempt at really grabbing the eagle. The closer you are, the better your shot's going to be, less affected. But my opponent there had made an awesome shot there, just riding his ball right through and up out of that bunker. I thought it was hilarious. So, both of us were pretty surprised, as you could tell there. We're laughing and whatever else. But just wanted to show you guys that it is possible, if you do get your ball all the way down that right-hand side, that, you will be able to make a nice short iron shot. But unfortunately, my opponent made an absolutely atrocious, terrible shot on his second shot there, so it was really no point in showing it. But on the second shot here, for you, those of you guys that aren't, as far enough up there that have to use the long iron, what you're going to do here is just play this with 4 bars of backspin, just watching the very tail end of your ball guideline, because we're going to want it just over where the flag will be, because the funnel is going to actually push us, our ball just a little bit further back towards us, because that's the way the funnel rides. So it's actually going to look like the very tail end of your ball guide. You need to judge that like it's coming just over and going to cut back towards the pin, if that makes sense. So we also got the left-hand side here as well. And the way that we're going to play this left-hand side is kind of dependent on the wind that we have. So if we have a really crazy tailwind, I would just recommend going with the right-hand side, because that's going to give you a better option in the long run as well. But if you do have a crosswind or a headwind here, I would go with about a bar of backspin here. You can use just a little bit more of a bar, if it's kind of an angled crosswind, tailwind a little bit. That's kind of what I did here. But we're going to use about 40 to 50% left curl here as well, because the ideal approach is to actually get our ball to bounce right up off of that plateau onto the side of this hill, pushing us down the hill past that tree line. If you are very close up to that rough line and you don't roll all the way down the hill, you're going to have trouble with those trees right there by my take shot button on the right hand side, and you're going to have to try to drastically curl it around to the green. It's going to be a pretty hard shot to take. But so we need to make sure we make a nice drive there on the curled shot. We're going to play that at plus 20% elevation as well off the tee box. And then we're going to play this second shot here at either minimum or mid distance plus 10%. Now in this exact shot here, I played this one at plus 10% at mid distance, but we actually moved it 1 ring more to the left here than we should have. We should have just stuck with the 5.0 straight 5-ring adjustment, but I actually moved it 6 rings over here to the left. So that's why you see us come in just that little bit of a ring to the left here of the pin. So we're just going to have to make sure that we can make a really nice straightforward wind adjustment there, and that should be a very good option out of the rough there at 4 bars backspin. being able to catch the rough bump and actually nail that eagle. So essentially, if you find yourself, basically down on this right-hand side, kind of right by where the bunker line is, you're more than likely going to have to use your sniper to the pin. Now, we're going to have to line up just a little bit to the left of the pin because where the tree line is, we're going to have to try to avoid that. So moving from the left side of the pin is going to be your best bet. If you have to use just a little bit of right-hand curl to avoid those trees, it's better than hitting the trees and end up in the rough and you end up with a par or a bogey. But we're looking to catch that funnel again straight down the back line there, down towards the flag, to hopefully get it to drop. But I also wanted to show you guys that if you do end up somewhat on the left-hand side here, and you do, trying to go with a tailwind, and you do end up in the rough line on this left-hand side, you will still be able to reach the green. Now, I would recommend going with just a little bit of backspin here and trusting your ball guide. Let your ball guide do the work, make a nice perfect shot here, an adjustment, and you should be just fine. Catch that funnel, put a little bit of right spin if you need to. Make sure that you're running that funnel line straight up and down. And what I would recommend doing is kind of offsetting. The funnel will make sure that you go back down into the hole if your shot is spot on. So what I would recommend doing is just offsetting the flag just a little bit so it comes in there and it'll go in either the left or the right. Should be a very good shot. So good luck, guys. This will be a little bit of a trickier one for some of you guys, but thank you guys for being here. That's gonna be the end. Alright guys, thank you very much for being here with us and watching our holes here in the JRobGolfClash library. We're going to do our best to upload as many holes as we possibly can here during the week for you guys that are out there asking questions on specific holes. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let us know down in the comments below and we will do our best to get that hole up on our JRobGolfClash library. But without further ado, guys, that's the end of the clip. Thank you guys for being here with us. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace.